makes me sad because you can't really see the ice cream. Like, look at that. It's so cute. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about Kindle Direct Publishing versus IngramSpark self-publishing, because I used both to publish Fairy Tales and Space Dreams. And I'm just going to compare the two, and I realize there are a lot of videos out there that compare the two, but I think there are some things that I found out that weren't in any of those videos. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. So I have my handy dandy comparison notes, and basically I'm going to be comparing Kindle Direct Publishing by Amazon, formerly known as CreateSpace, or are they separate and just Kindle Direct Publishing is the thing now? Either way, Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing versus Lightning Source's IngramSpark in terms of customer service, print quality, user friendliness, cost, pre-order, or ease of pre-order, or however I should phrase that, and expanded distribution. So I'm glad I waited months to make this video, because my first impression of IngramSpark was not good. The video I would have made back then was like, it would have been IngramSpark is trash and here's why. But I can give you a much more informed and level-headed video now. So starting first with customer service. So when I published my first book, I used CreateSpace. And since CreateSpace is kind of no longer a thing, I have moved it on, I have pushed it to Kindle Direct Publishing. So I decided to publish the ebook version of Fairy Tales and Space Dreams through Kindle Direct. And I mean, in the first place, I didn't really have to call them for anything. Kindle Direct Publishing is pretty intuitive. So, but if I ever did need to call them customer service, I had zero issues. Now on to IngramSpark. Initially, it was very frustrating. IngramSpark is not as intuitive, and I called them quite a lot with questions. And the first time, I got a lady who answered who didn't really know. She didn't have any answers. She said, I don't know how you would do that. I don't know how you would do this. You could try this, you could try that. And I'm like, this doesn't help me. I was told to fix formatting issues that I should hire a graphic designer. Like, okay, I have the money for that, I guess. But also this is text formatting. This is what I was thinking at the time. I was like, this is text formatting, I'm not doing a logo. Why do I need to hire a graphic designer to fix this? And book cover. So one of the big reasons I went with IngramSpark is because I wanted hardcover, and KDP doesn't do hardcover. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do hardcover and this is going to be great. Except the person that I went through for designing my cover, she only did a paperback version, and I didn't know at the time that paperback book covers and hardcover book covers have different dimensions. So I kept trying to fix the cover in some way to make it fit to the template. I asked friends who could help me, but it kept coming back as an error. This was a whole month of me trying to fix this. And I mean, all the times that I called IngramSpark, they kept saying you could try this or you could try that, but none of them told me that your dimensions are specifically for paperback. You should probably go back and talk to your designer about making a hardcover version. No one told me that until the very, very end. until I was like fed up, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'm not doing hardcover. I'm just not doing hardcover. This is too much. So my original plan was use KDP for ebook and paperback, and then use IngramSpark for hardcover. Didn't really work out that way. To be fair, if I had known in the first place that that paperback and hardcover dimensions were different, things would have gone a lot more smoothly for me. So next is print quality, and I don't have any copies from IngramSpark because I sold out of all of them, but this is the proof copy that I got from KDP, and it's sharp. The image is sharp, it looks nice, and yeah, this is pretty much what I wanted it to look like. And so like even the text in the back, like it's not fuzzy. And so I would hear all the time that IngramSpark was better with printing. They had sharper image and things like that. They're more professional. So I was like, wow, if this looks good coming from KDP, IngramSpark must look like this or better. So I ordered my first box of copies from IngramSpark. And I opened the box, and I mean, I was super excited and it was great, but at the same time, I was disappointed by the fact that the books, like the image was fuzzy, and it's especially apparent on the back. And these were the books that I was going to be selling to people. And like no one has said anything because people are nice, but I know that the image is fuzzy. So what I plan to do is at some point probably probably publish the paper book again through KDP and have a sharper image. So I mean, it'll still be available through Barnes & Noble and all those other places, but I think also having a paperback copy through KDP with a sharper image would look more professional. Next is user-friendliness, and I think I talked about most of this already with, what was it, customer service. KDP is pretty user-friendly. I mean, I guess it also helped that I used CreateSpace before, and it's really not that different from KDP. IngramSpark is not very user-friendly. Again, like, for example, when I had formatting issues, KDP fixed them automatically. I looked at, the digital version, and then I ordered the print proof, and I looked it over, and it looked okay. However, IngramSpark doesn't really have that function. If you have formatting issues, they don't fix it automatically for you. You have to fix it yourself, and you have to pay each time to like re-upload. So that is not ideal. Like, these formatting issues gave me so much grief. I had to call upon friends who had the powers of InDesign to help me with this. And like it took software that I can't afford to fix. That sounded weird. It took having software that I cannot afford in order to fix these formatting issues. Fingers grew more rings. But back to the topic at hand. Next is the cost, which is really easy because KDP is free. It's free to upload. They provide you with a free ISBN if you don't already have one. Some writers don't really like this. It doesn't seem professional to have an Amazon provided ISBN. I'm indifferent to it. It helped me out. With IngramSpark, you have to provide your own ISBN which is $125. And I know it gets a little cheaper when you buy in bulk, but still, buying 10 ISBNs, I couldn't afford that. And I don't really need 10 ISBNs right now anyway. Also, it's $50 to upload and $50 for each re-upload. So if you mess up, you have to pay to upload again. I was fortunate enough in that I had like some sort of digital coupon that allowed me a free upload between like December and March. And considering I wanted my book to be done by January, February, that was, right along my path. So I uploaded it for free, and I made damn sure, or at least I tried, if you guys have seen my past video about my professional editor, then you already know how this ends. But I tried my darndest to make sure that it was perfect the first time so that I would not have to re-upload, just in case the discount did not work for re-uploads. Pre-order. The next category is pre-order, and this is where IngramSpark shines because it was so easy, it was so smooth. Like, you uploaded your book, uploaded your cover, and I mean, the cover upload and the book upload, those were each really painful for me. But once those were done and I was able to set a date, I could set the date 6 months ahead. I set my pre-order dates, like my on-sale date, but there are 2 dates that you can set. And I set them both for 6 months ahead of time so that, even when people buy it, they would not receive it yet until the pre-order was done. So that was easy. KDP. KDP does not shine in this category because they only do pre-orders for ebooks, and they don't let you do 6 months ahead. So I had to release my ebook before the print, which was not ideal, and I didn't announce it. So if someone happened to purchase the ebook from Amazon and it came early, that's why. Because it had to have been released in May, so about a month or maybe a little more than a month before the print release. So the last category is expanded distribution. It's pretty commonly known that IngramSpark is way better at this than Amazon. Amazon's like, no, everybody else is our competitor. And I think you can give other resellers a bigger discount with IngramSpark. The fact that I did both, though, I did both KDP and IngramSpark, it doesn't really affect me much. I get the best of both worlds as far as distribution. So there's that. So for my next book, this might surprise you, but I would actually definitely use both again. This was a learning process. There are things that KDP can do that IngramSpark is not so great at, and vice versa. So my formatting issues, those might still be a pain for KDP, but at least with the book cover, I know to specifically ask for a paperback version and then a hardback version, which will suck because that will be more expensive and that means I'll have to do way more crowdfunding. But it's something that I know about ahead of time now for my next book. So I think these are mainly the things that I came away with. Yeah. The bottom line is I think that KDP is more user-friendly, but they don't have as many options available to you. IngramSpark has more options. They're not very user-friendly though. And even some authors who have used IngramSpark before have said that, yeah, they're just not, that's just how they are. They're not always super helpful. But I know what to expect, so next time I would definitely be using both again. I hope that was all very helpful. Thank you for watching. Super shout out to LCT-Comics and Casian Holly. I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi account. Link to my book is also in the description. Bye!